Hello. Today I'm going to tell you why I recited Psalm 116. So, if we get started in Psalm 116, you have heard me recite this whole psalm. But also, if you have read, let's see here, Jonah, there's something really interesting there. If I can just get to that. Okay, so Jonah. In here, if we go on chapter 2, Jonah's prayer, it says, "In my distress, I called to the Lord." Now listen to this. It's from verse 2, I believe. Yes, verse 2. And in the beginning of Psalm 116, it says, "I love the Lord, for he has heard my voice. He has heard my cry for mercy." Literally, this is the same thing. In my distress, I called to the Lord. They are the same, but in just different words. And now, if you go over to, let's see here, verse 5, go to Psalm 116. It says right here, "The cords of death entangled me. The anguish of the grave came over me. I was overcome by distress and sorrow." If we go back here, it says, "The engulfing waters threatened me. The deep surrounded me. Seaweed was wrapped around my head." See, this is what we're watching right here. This is a prophecy. Like, if you would look at all these things are prophecies of the Lord. But there's something, it's something bigger than that. Because also, not only are there a few more verses that basically say the same thing, like for example, verse 8 in Psalm 116, and let's see here, verse 6, the last sentence of 6, "But you, Lord my God, brought my life up from the pit." It says right here in verse 8, "For you, Lord, have delivered me from my death." Like, they're the same verse. Now, finally, now if we put all these things into hand, what we're witnessing right now is, it's not a prophecy, it's God's word coming through in the same timeline. Different dates, and not like September 1st to September 3rd, like 1981, let's just say, to like 1996. Like, that's like how many years they are apart. And obviously, I'm not saying that they were born at this time, but just an example. And now, I also want to say, I think God's word is choosing people through the timeline. God doesn't have it planned. I think he's choosing it. He's choosing it along the way. And so the deep lesson about this is, no matter how deep or dark the world gets, God's word will always choose the right person to bring it back to light. Thank you very much.